Okay, let's get another game in. English versus French. GrandPatza versus Charles, 2198. I checked the scores, the pre-match Elo scores on 11-19, and my opponent's 11-5. Okay, we are playing on Nagari, and just doing a single scout opening at this time. So is my opponent, single scout opening. And neither of us are electing to go for a fast dock. I was thinking about it, and I wanted to make sure that I got to the next stage relatively quickly because I know that we might be facing an onslaught of French Royal Knights in the early age 2. So I wanted to get there first so that I can come in there with my spears and come in there with my archers in case he's got archers as well. I need to defend my spears by using my longbows to attack his archers. So we've got his scout scouting at the north, grabbing the sheep down the north. I've got mine in the south, so we're not competing over the sheep spawn in that regard. Now you see these cliffs. Sometimes these cliffs can be a little bit funny in terms of being able to cross these paths and stuff. So you can see how, there's an opening over here, one can pass through right there. But on this side, on his side, I suppose you can pass through here, but it's easy to spot out. There are no trees that are getting in your way. But this is quite solid over here. It's pretty easy to see that there's no way to get through. But here, he does get through. The scout does get through. You can pass through this little bit. You can pass underneath here, maybe. But I think you can pass in behind this tree. These trees do not butt up against this this rocky point here. So that's very interesting. And those holes, kind of like in your natural wall here, those can be exploited by your opponent if you don't scout them out. Okay, so we're 2 minutes in, and at 12 villagers and the scout. My opponent's at 13 villagers and the scout. And of course, he's the French, and he can train the faster rate than me. So I'm clicking up now, the 2 villagers, working on the landmark, and my opponent does not quite yet have his gold there to age up, but he's just about to. There it is, right there. Let's see how many villagers he uses to click up to the next stage. Hasn't quite yet. There we go. All right, so he's picking up with 2 so far. 5,000. Okay, alright, so we have a start. We have a little bit of a lead in terms of aging up here. Alright, let's get back to my point of view for a second. Let's do this here. Alright. Now we're going to search the north side. We finished the south side right before we ran into his base. Now we're going to check out the north side. We've got 2 on the landmark. What's our wood count at? I would like to, there is a huge lake in the middle there with tons of fish. I think I prefer to put a dock in these corners here. There's a lot of safe food sources over here. You got your dock protected right in your base, so that's pretty great. It's a little bit harder to avoid the dock boom on this map because, you can try to attack your opponent from one side or isolate his gold on one side, but he'll just go, he'll just run off to the next gold pit. There's one over here. There's one over here. It's a little bit harder to do a pincer move in age 2. So it's better to get your dock in. Play for maybe an extended age 2, maybe into age 3 as well. Okay, so you see he got up there before I did. He had, oh, I see. It looks like he put 4 villagers on that landmark in order to get up faster. I think that's the situation there. Okay, so here's our dock. It does come in. He does not elect to go for the dock. In fact, if you take a look at his his spawn here. Does he? These are just shoreline fish. He does not. He's very unlucky. He does not have any deep sea fish. Deep water fish. I have 3 of them over here, which is very lucky for me. I don't even have to venture into the middle over here. Okay, so we are both now into the next age, into age 2. He is sitting at 20 villagers, 21 villagers and 2 military. And we've got 21 and 1. So, and obviously, putting this dock up here cost me 150 wood. And looking to reserve for wood to make fishing ships. But I kind of know what's coming. And guess what? I scout this out. Looks like I could scout out this night coming. And as soon as I see that night coming, I'm dropping down two barracks, because, you know, he's coming. And now I scout 2 of them. I scout 2 Royal Knights. This is gonna get interesting. Here's this scout, trying to scout out where my vulnerable villagers are. And you can see how the French Royal Knights are using the stealth forest to his advantage. Alright, so now we're starting to pump out some spears to counter those French Royal Knights. We have this scout here trying to assault my visitor here that was doing some shoreline fishing. Now we're... Uh-oh, here we go. Here comes an attack, and he successfully assassinates one of my villagers. First kill of the day. Now he's going to try to take out the dog. Try to deny my fishing economy there.
Yes, sir.
He's got me idling villagers. It's really hard to play against the French when they've got these knights and they're just harassing your villagers, they're idling them, they're killing them. It's tough, and at the same time he keeps streaming them out on his side. So what is his economy like right now? 100. Okay, he doesn't have a ton of gold. Is he on gold? Yeah, he's on 3 gold. Let's see how many villagers he's got on gold. 3 villagers on gold. So he's not going too crazy nuts to try to get his Royal Knight numbers up. Wow, I took a big charge hit there. My scout takes a huge charge hit. So important to have your scout be able to see what is going on, what your enemy's up to. Take a look at my perspective really quickly. I mean, I'm losing line of sight there. I can see that he's going toward the dock. I'm currently housed. My micro is a little bit stressed over here, trying to deal with this and take care of my economy at the very same time. At the same time, I'm thinking to myself, is he preparing for the 3rd age? Is he going all in 2nd age? Does he have archers out? What are we working with here? Let's expand to the rest of the map here. You can see that he's got his 2 Royal Knights over here. They don't have that. They don't quite have that that tech that'll. Oh yes, he does have the tech. I just can't see it healing here. Sometimes it doesn't show up on replay, I guess. He's got another Royal Knight coming through. Does he have any more coming through? Now we can see that he's got an archery range. He's got an archery range. Putting down a market. Okay. Still pumping out the villagers. What's going on here? 31 and 17 for me. 33 and 8. Okay, but even though I may have the numbers, his units cost more. So his units are worth more. Like I think 1 Royal Knight might be worth like 2 or 3 long bowmen in terms of cost. So the sheer numbers don't really count for much. But you can see he's coming in for a raid. Let's see how many villagers he takes out of mine. I see that a little bit late here. There's 1 villager on low HP. He doesn't manage to take it down before the spears come in. But what he does do is he manages to idle 16 of my villagers in the town center. And, I mean, even a couple moments idle on 16 villagers might be worth more than the 50 food it takes to put out another villager to replace any ones that he killed. So that's kind of the tactic in the early game for the French, is to skirt around and try to kill villagers and idle them. So we can see how we're dropping defensive walls on one side over here. these spears of mine to try to counter these knights takes a long time to get them from across the map. So I'm just trying to shut down this access point. Where you can tell over here, this area. I think it's accessible. I did not see that, and now he comes in here, tries to come in with a raid with archers in support, but I do have the mass. You can see I've got 12 spears, 11 longbowmen, and he had a number of archers, but they weren't enough. And we're going to be able to shut this down, which is a nice victory for us. You can see the point score. We're up now. But you can see he does look like he's preparing for the second age. If you look at his food count and his gold count, he's less than 100 resources each required to get to the next age. And you can see we're not even close because we're focused on trying to defend the base over here. But you can see that we're streaming these spears up to the front. Maybe taking for granted that this section here on the northeast is closed. It's not. This is open. See that now. Now we've driven back the enemy. You can see here that he's looking to age up with the guild hall. We've driven back the enemy. We've got a nice force up in front over here, looking to see if we can spot any counterattacks. And we've got a lot of army, a lot of H2 army coming forward, as well as I see 2 villagers. I see 2 villagers here. We have 5 villagers on stone. We have an enemy sheep that's doing some scouting. And we're trying to do a little raidy poo here, but this town center scares me off. And so we back up. Okay. Alright, now let's see what's going on with the fishing economy. We got 8 on fish. We are currently housed 45 villagers. Does that include? Yeah, that includes this. That includes the fishing economy. Alright. So, our opponent is now in the third age. He's at 48-13. We are at 45-35. Despite my basically second town center, he does have a villager lead on me. And he has the age up lead on me. So what does he drop here? What does he do with his age up lead? He does go for this. He goes for this upgrade right away, it looks like. Yeah. Alright, so we have stone, we have access to stone, we're putting down stone walls over here. We want to solidify this this area. Oh, and it looks like, no, you know what? That's why he has a lead. He is starting to fish. He's got a good fishing economy down there. I don't think in my game I ever scouted that out. Obviously, he put a delayed dock down. That's going to really help him in his food economy. What do we have on this side over here? We have currently 9, 10. That's the 10th. That's the 10th fishing boat that comes out. We have 5 here. What did we age up? Oh, we haven't even aged up yet. So we have the 600 point deficit. He's got a nice second town center. Basically, fishing boats are second town centers, and he does have the preferable lake, but it's less defensible in the early game. You can see he's got some Royal Knights coming through. We have managed to close off this center this gap here, leading into his base, which is great. It's great to fortify this area with which to launch a feature attack. And that is considering, you've got to consider whether or not your base has been closed off. It would be nice to go and put stone walls over here. And you can see I made a big mistake by not scouting this open. Unreal. I see him coming with his, what is that? Is that 6? I believe that's 6 Royal Knights right there. 6 Royal Knights, idling so many villagers, 30% my entire economy on idling. I'm bringing back every villager, every military unit to try to deal with this. You can see he's got a big lead. I still have 32 villagers, now 20 villagers that are still idle. And that was a nice little raid, although he did not kill anything. It still made me idle my villagers. It's made me have to produce some kind of response, and it does slow down, any intentions I do have of trying to age up over here, because I'm trying to defend rather than economically extend. So we chase these Royal Knights into the Stealth Forest, where I lose them. Probably, yeah, you can see how he changes direction as soon as he enters the Stealth Forest, try to get away from my forces. Yeah, I've completely lost him. Where does he end up going? Okay, so he still has 6. And they're healing up, you can tell. We've closed this guy up over here. This is no longer accessible. But we still have wood walls over here, palisade walls, which are not difficult to punch through. Does he start trying to grab relics and stuff? Let's see. I don't think he's on a monastery or anything. Doesn't look like it. Not quite. No, but you can see that he's got all these military units now. He's got 14 archers. He's got 7 knights over here, and you can see he's trying to escape. He notices that his route of escape has been closed off, and now he's sitting here. He's just sitting here trying to. Maybe he's acting as a scout. These guys, but he can't come down. Let's see. Just want to take a look at how many boats he's got. He's got 8 fishing boats. Okay, we do spot him out. Looks like we do spot him out, and he does spot us out. He's going to try to come in, but you see he's closed. Not possible to come in, and now we've cornered all of his knights with spears. Look at this. We're going to make quick work of these Royal Knights. Awesome, beautiful fight that we're taking here. Look at the score. Every time one of these dies, the score comes down just a little bit. There you go. Yeah, the score came down by a couple hundred, I believe, after that little engagement there. Okay, so what are the unit counts? The unit counts are 65, economy 23, military 68, and 53 for me. So I do maintain some kind of lead. 18 of my economy are fishing boats, the rest are villagers. So I've got 18, and he's got, so far, he's got 10. So we're maintaining a lead in fishing economy. Does he have a fishing upgrade? No, he doesn't have a fishing upgrade. Alright. So, I'm still stuck in the second age here. What's my economy like right now? Got a ton of wood. I'm nearly there for the gold. Nearly there. I've got a whole bunch of villagers on gold right now. And I've got these. I only have these 18. This is the only fishing economy that I have. Oh, and it looks like I just clicked into the tech to give a boost to the fishing. Okay, great. So now we're in H2. What is he doing to try to press his advantage? His age up advantage. Okay, so now you can see that we have gotten to the next stage over here with this King's Palace, which acts as a second town center. You can see we've run out of food. That's because we are training villagers out of this town center to try to get some kind of economic advantage out of that landmark. It's my favorite landmark to age up into H3. Okay, great. So now we have a trebuchet. I do not believe I spot this trebuchet. No, it's not spotted. He's got a siege workshop right up in front here. Probably shouldn't have put that so close, because I have line of sight and I can tell that he's trying to do that. So, and you can see he's placing an outpost up in front of here, just so that he might be able to see what's going on, what I might be up to. And I want to go to his vantage point to see if he sees me do anything. No, he does not at all. So you can see here that he tried to put this outpost down. If he was successful in putting that outpost down, he would have seen a lot more of what I was up to. But it looks like he's not going to be able to do so. And now we do have an attack. We do have the trebuchet landing blows right into my walls here. You can see. I mean, I'm trying to close up this area here, because once these guys come through, it's not going to be a fun time. Now you see that the trebuchets are coming out. I am at the same time I'm trying to build a counterattack going on here. I think there's five of these rams. I've also dropped 4 emergency stables and trying to rally scouts. Where are these scouts being rallied to? Let's see. These scouts are being rallied to over here. Yeah, I'm using the scouts. This is my counter. You see, I know that this spot is open. That's why I'm building a gate through this wall. I know there's a path here to try to get to these trebuchets, and I need to close this down because if I'm gonna give enough time for this attack to work, I've got to slow down his attack over here. That's incoming right now with 2 trebuchets. Now, how many scouts do I have going on? Now you see I have to manage on 2 different fronts over here. There was only one wall with maybe 2/3. There's 2/3 health on it, separating me from an invading army. Now you can see that I'm coming through over here. Does he see me? Let's see if he sees me. Oh yeah, now he sees me, definitely. He sees me coming through, but does he deal with it? Yes, he's sending archers to deal with it. His Royal Knights are being left behind. We're coming through. I think he's bringing his Mangonel out as well. We've closed, and we quickly closed that up. Good job. 13 villagers closed that up, try to prevent that. Try to buy some time for this attack to work. There doesn't seem to be any military side from these archers coming through, responding to this. And my scouts do make it all the way around to try to stop this attack here. These scouts are so cheap, I get so much value out of them. You can see here that these guys are coming in to try to stop this. We've destroyed a landmark. We're fighting on 2 different fronts. That's 1 landmark down. Let's see what we can see. We do not know where the other landmarks. So we've destroyed 2 of his landmarks. Here come the reinforcing archers, but they're not going to be. They're going to have a tough time with my longbows, which outrange and outpower them. Let me see. My guys are, yeah, 7 longbow range. Okay, 7 archer range, and these guys. Oh, I can't tell. I need to focus on the game. It's over. The game is over. We went for the landmark snipe while he was going. He was trying to attack us as well. You can see we do have some scouts here ready to go try to assassinate this, and all his knights just make it down to his base to try to defend. A little bit too late. That was a great game. I had fun playing that game. We were a little bit behind in terms of the military, in terms of the economy, in terms of the age ups, but we managed to take advantage of a window of opportunity where the opponent was focused on trying to kill me. I came around the other end, and I killed him instead. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing that. I'll see you in the next one.